Good. Posture's good. Yeah, make it up as you as whatever. So that shows that you can do a bit more. She's good. You're not liking the arms, Janet?
It seems to make my back, the here pull.
Okay, good. Adaptation. Does that feel okay, Hannah?
Yeah, that's fine. It's just, yeah, it must be something that is.
And it's that knee?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm doing nothing till I race, apart from running. It's 2 more weeks. And then I'm going to start doing my HIIT and my weight training.
I did a quick HIIT class tonight. It was 20 minutes, well, warm up, 20 minutes, cool down. And liked it. I like 20 minutes. So we've done that one. I don't know why.
Josh just started going running at 6 in the morning. He wakes up really early. And he's just started going out for a run, which is great. So I can get up and go and do
stuff. Right, so we're going to doing an arm one now, and we're doing triceps, which are our bingo wings. So you hold. Try that one first, Janet.
I just went the same colour as you.
Yes, you might hate this colour. You might not. So that's why I've left it there. So you put this. Got my thumb through it, and I pin it to my shoulder, and then I tuck my hand in as though it was a sling. So I'm working both arms because I'm going to use this arm to keep it there, and then I keep palm to floor.
You got your thumb inside or out?
In. You can have it either, doesn't matter. And then I'm going to squeeze and not ping it up, bring it up. And I'm not going to let it rest here. I'm going to keep a little bit of tension on and go down again. So at the moment, yours is in this shape. I want to bring it round to the front and take it down there. That's it. And that will target your tricep rather than your bigger, stronger shoulder muscles. That's good. So you should feel your waist on your elbow the whole time. Which is easy for me to see from the back. That's good. Is that too easy, Janet? You're going very well. Yeah, I do. Because you have to do less of them, that's the thing. They've done so much research whether you should do light weights, heavy weights. So if you do light weights, you've got to do a lot more reps, haven't you? Otherwise you don't get too tired, you don't get to fatigue. So then you can do heavier weights and not do as many reps. And the beefcakes say the heavier weights are better. And the other people say the lighter weights are better. So it's personal choice. They've done lots of research and there's no difference. Change side. So you put your hand through, pin it to your shoulder. Bring the fingers in front. Elbows always into the waist. That's perfect. And it's slow and controlled.
starts off being okay.
You're doing the same side. You're doing the same side. Because I know, because I came, just to confuse you, I came across here and thought, well, that's a bit silly because you're doing the other arm. So you're going to, you are going to work this arm, this arm.
Yeah.
So you're going to pin it here. That's it. And then you're going to have it around in front. You what? What did you call it?
Mr. Mandarin. It's like something from Dad's Army.
Oh, right. Mandarin.
Oh, Jonesy.
Yeah. I use that phrase quite a lot, actually. Simon's watching Please Sir at the moment on, I don't know what one, actually, where it is, but there's this massive warning at the beginning. You will be offended, you will, lots of, yeah. But he says it's hilarious.
I can hear the theme tune now.
Sing it.
And it's set in a school, isn't it? It's like a classroom and a teacher.
Is it modern or old?
No, really old. Very offensive to modern day people.
There's Jonesy, the Welsh teacher.
There was the heartthrob, the lead role.
Oh, he played.
Oh, wasn't it Beckinsale?
No,
Didn't he die?
no, it
Who was
wasn't
he in? He was in
Beckinsale.
Porridge,
He was in
wasn't he?
Porridge, yeah. The lead was also in Upstairs Downstairs,
Oh,
married to the another actress in Upstairs Downstairs who's recently
I
died.
can
We
see
still
it
don't know her
now,
name, though.
because of course he was really young then, wasn't he? But
He had this big, thick. Anyway, yeah, brilliant. So that's a bit of a killer move, isn't it? But
that's warmed me up.
I can turn the heaters on if you're cold.
No.
Next. Oh, so we're going back to squats, but we're doing wide squats. So it's exactly the same. But remember, when we do wide legs, I'll show you this way around. But when you're doing wide leg squats, you turn your toes out at 10 to 2, and you must take your knees over, and you'll do exactly the same timing. You will. So you'll do, oh, sorry, 1 foot on the pod. Yes. So it's inhale, exhale, stop to breathe in, and exhale. That's it. Lovely. It's good. Your back is perfect. So try this, Hannah, not you two, because you're already doing that. But when you're down here, now try going 1, other. How's that? And then back up. Same again. Just to make it a bit harder, but not that hard. Oh, yeah. Yep, so swap sides. Feels weird, doesn't it, doing it with one leg higher than raised, like it is, on a wobble pad. Cool. Well, our knees cracked then. It's good. And then kick your legs when you're done, which will just stretch those off without being a major stretch. Right, so the next one with these is quite a toughie because you haven't got much room to move your hands. So we've done it with the big bands, and it's the Y, well, we can't go quite Y, but we're here to W. And so it'll be a bit tougher than with the other bands because you can't, there isn't much give in the bands. Rip your hair out. That's it. So you're taking the hands as far back as you can so that you clear your head without having to bring the head forward. Lovely, that's perfect. Perfect. Just try and keep your head up. That's it.
So, I'll touch the ceiling. I'll touch the ceiling.
Just stop showing off.
I just don't remember touching. Oh, because my arms are wider normally when we're doing the one.
Yeah.
So you don't need to do
Mine was
many of
really
these, do
hard
you?
to keep
Because
my-
it's tough. Well, it's making my arms shake. It's so tough. But you can go lighter if you wish. Do you want to try this one? That will be much easier. Better. So all the exercises are adaptable, which means you adapt them to suit your needs tonight. Or, I know,
Did it break?
I don't think so.
that's a build move, isn't it? It didn't break, did it? No, just pinged off.
I was going to say, might even.
Rah!
Yeah, He-Man. You have to wear a green suit next week.
Fine.
Okay, Hannah, keep your fingers like that. Breathe.
I am through my nose, believe it or not, even though my mouth is doing something a bit strange. You must be going crooked, Jeff.
No, just
Oh.
not cold.
Relax and circle the shoulders. And we'll go back to the legs. Right, try this without the pod at all first, because it's a bit of a heavy duty one. Now on this leg I'm really good. So we're doing a split squat, which you would call a lunge. It is actually a split squat. So there's my center line. My hips and feet are still in alignment. Your back heel needs to come off the floor because you can't possibly do it here. So your back heel comes off the floor, looking up, and then just go down right in the middle.
I'm not going to do that, Carol.
No, you're going to do
I can tell
squats.
that my knee is irritated to go squats.
Or you can do to here and hold.
I'm not, because
You're going to do
even when I've got a
squats.
good knee, lunges are not. I don't do all of them. Should I do the calf raises on the stairs?
Yeah.
Or something?
Yeah, good idea.
Yeah, I'll do it.
That's perfect. Something to the side, looking at it from the side is the best. That's it. If your knee can go any nearer the floor, that'd be brilliant, but it doesn't have to. Nope, doesn't have to. So then, Jeff, I'm suggesting now that you do it with your front foot on a pod. So it's exactly the same. It will be harder to balance. That's all. On that if you want.
What did you do with this one that was stood sideways? Was it just like hooking our leg down?
It's a hip hitch. Yeah, hip hitch. So from here it's this. Yeah. But we did it slightly differently. We went down, out, in, up, out. Good control of your front knee, Janet, because it's trying to wobble and you're controlling it, which is great. And then, of course, changed feet if you haven't. How's that, Hannah?
Yes, fine. When I do lunges, historically, going back 10 years or more, my knee always goes in, and it always damages my knee. Hurts my knee. So obviously, with you watching me, I can do it, but I don't want
No.
with a niggly knee. I don't want
No, not to spoil your running for the next 2 weeks. Where is your race, did you say?
Caersus. Because I work in Welshpool, and it's a work race.
Where's,
Further into Wales than
what did you
Welshpool.
call it? Caersus.
Caersus. Near Newtown, I think.
Is that
I don't
okay,
actually know
Janet?
where it is, Jeff.
Is that okay?
Who are you talking to?
Yeah,
Me?
yeah.
No, it's not good.
Don't do it. That's adapting to suit you for tonight. Another night, you might be brilliant at it. You might love it.
My knees have been really hard on my knees since the hot weather.
Inflamed.
Yeah,
Heat,
I think so, yeah.
So just do some movement. Keep on going.
When it was just you and me, my knees were creaking all over the place.
That's my knee. Yeah. Doesn't hurt. Not worried. Right. We have another arm one, which is press ups. So you have a choice. Well, no, you don't, Jeff, but the girls have a choice. You are either going to do them on the floor here, but on the pods. So your press ups here. Or before you get down on the floor, you can do them on the wall. But on the pods makes it harder. So you pin the pods to the wall and do your press up. Oh, that's not very good. Here. So you choose. And you do them on the floor. Yep. Mm. Why didn't you do them at the wall then? You wouldn't have had to have done
Well, I
that.
didn't realise. Yeah, mine down, it's fine.
So I'm glad you've chosen that way to put the pods because, yeah, they leave a massive imprint, but it does go. So after your declined press-ups last week, Jeff, you're going to get no sympathy or anything from me. That's amazing. And it is on video, so you'll be able to watch it. Now I can see your T-shirt shaking, so now how hard you're working. That's good, Janet.
I'm broken tonight. My wrist went like you on the floor.
Oh, well, if you have the pod the other way, Hannah, it will be more comfortable because you can put your fingers over the front of the pod. That's it. That'll be easier. Yeah. So rest when you need to, of course. Did you count then? How many that was? Did you count or not?
9.
That's amazing. That's a lot.
That's hard, isn't it? Using these pods.
It's hard having your hands raised, isn't
Yeah. Makes a massive difference.
And of course, the pod is, you've got to control the pod, otherwise it will wander off. You know, your hand will start to slide off the side. So you have to work harder to keep your hand in the middle.
It's a press up on steroids, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. But as you've just seen, it's not beyond you at all.
How much your teeth when you're doing it?
Let's get your foot round.
Yeah, that's the next one. Oh, my wrist annoys me so much.
Yes, I bet.
Do I forget about it?
Until
Every
you,
time I
yeah,
do it.
I
it's
know,
here.
I know. Or any other class. If you went to any other class, it would be the same, wouldn't it? You'd be knocked. But you just adapt to look after it. So that's 10 now. That is amazing. So it's this now, Janet. You know when they're aching, do the snaking. It's lovely, relaxing. And the next one is down on the floor as well. So what?
Just find it so hard.
Just get started.
Yeah.
It makes me laugh that I can't do it.
That's it.
Think flow, flow. That's it. You've got it. Now you've got to change direction, and that'll throw you again.
I mean, even Jeff can do this.
Even I can do this.
Even.
I
Mhm.
find one way harder than the other.
Me too.
And that doesn't hurt your wrist because you're working within your
If your arms
parameters.
are moving, but when Carol does it, it's just her.
Oh, I'm keeping my elbows down. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Bigger the better. Blousier, bigger. But it's just stretching all the fingers and the knuckles and the wrists. It's lovely, honestly. Okay, so the next one is, and you're very welcome to not use the pods. I mean, we've done this so many times. It's Superman to crunch. But you can, if you wish, either have it that way. So now we're doing Superman to crunch, or that way. This way is harder to balance. So it's Superman and crunch. And do them all on one side first. So perhaps try 10. I know you can lift your leg and arms a bit higher, Jeff. That's it. That's it. Perfect. And then come in and crunch. Lovely. That's it. Hang your fingers over. Does that help if you hang your fingers over more?
Not on this side.
No.
This is the sore one. It's the pressure through.
There. That bit there.
Yeah, it's here.
Yeah, but the pressure there is what's
Yeah,
bending it that way, isn't it? So I thought if you had
So
your
if I
if
put
you
my-
had your hands over a bit more.
If
No?
I put all my weight on that bit,
Mm.
so it can... Yeah, that's all right.
Okay. You're not straightening your leg now, Jeff. That's it. And it's bent again. Your leg's not straightening now. Well, that on that one, Hannah. That's it. And Janet's just quietly being perfect over there. So the lovely stretch is here. Because now you're lifting your hands off the floor, your head can drop through a bit further and you get a deeper stretch than without. That's all. Same stretch, but deeper. Are we ready to move on? Next one is shoulder bridge. There's two. So one is on the pods, either way, this way or this way. And you're on the pod. So the first one is shoulder bridge in this position. Feet on here or on here. He is harder to balance. He is easy to balance, but gives you a foot massage, spiky feet. And do you want to hold or do you want to do it in your own time? You can. The main thing is to roll up. Oh yeah, you are flat. Yep. Lovely and straight. And I also say, if you're loving it, take your arms up and over the top. Oh, let's move that ring out. Oh no, it's not in the way. That's it. Yeah, well, I'll move that. Are you still warm enough, Janet?
Thank you.
And keep the arms coming down and back up. It's a lovely shoulder bridge. So you're now working even harder because your feet have got to maintain balance, but your legs are working. Feet are getting a massage, shoulders are getting mobility. All good. And when you need to come down, roll down one vertebrae at a time. And hug one knee and then the other knee as well into the chest. Feel okay? Mm-hmm. We're going to do that one more time before we move on to the next one. When you're ready and had a good rest. Make this one as good as the last one. That's lovely. But so two of you adjust your hips then, that was good. And of course, rest when you need to. You won't probably do as many this time as you did last time. Lovely. Curl the knees into your chest and rock from side to side. So the next one isn't upper body and it isn't balance either. So easy peasy lemon squeezy, but we've got the bands out. So and this is shoulder bridge. And when you're up in shoulder bridge, you're going to open. You've got your feet quite close together, and you're going to open and close, but without dropping each time. There's a tendency to want to go like this because it's stronger, but we stay up. And the only other thing you can do to make it harder if you wish is to take your hands off the floor, because then you haven't got them helping you balance. So you've got to work on your balance there. And it's slow and controlled. I know. It's like a leg wax. People who don't wear.
So it's just above the knee. Yeah?
Yes, that's it.
And are we going on these as well?
Ooh, go on then.
Why not?
Go you.
Give it a go.
Even harder. Pilates on steroids. So talking about going back to paddleboard Pilates down there, the Mere, I used to do it on the Mere, and I'm a member of the canoe club, so I can paddle in there as much as I like. But everybody has to be a member of the canoe club or pay £6 a time. Well, you can't just whack £6 on the top of a class to pay the council. So that's why we moved to the canal, but it is actually more beautiful here, more sheltered. So we've stuck with it. But some of the clients come from Market Drayton. And you imagine from Ellesmere to here is a hell of a trek when you don't know where you're going. So they're asking if we can do the Mere. So I've just been on to the new guy that's running the Mere now. Because it's owned by the community, you know. It was given to the people of Ellesmere. But the council are being very controlling over it. So we'll just watch this space. You all right, Hannah?
Yeah, I'm just a bit
I know.
weary tonight.
Anything you do tonight is better than doing nothing. So,
exactly.
you know.
I feel my body, everything tonight has clicked and cracked.
Oh.
So I can feel my body unwinding.
You've got a sauna, haven't you?
Yes.
That's what you need.
Should do that. I should text Josh and tell him to put it on.
Yes, do.
Don't forget you had a really hard physical weekend as well.
Oh yeah, there's loads of reasons for it. I'm not feeling bad about it. I'm enjoying the class.
Good.
Stop doing bridge now.
Yeah, I noticed. Well, that's right. You have got to look after yourself, because I can't feel what you're feeling. So I could keep pushing you on, but that's not what I'm here for. So look after yourself as well. You need to move forward, yeah.
I'm slowly slithering
You are, aren't you?
into the toilet.
You're going to end in the loo in a minute. I'll get you to bring your toothbrushes next week. Oh, you're going for it, Janet. Well done. Keep going.
And laughing.
Yeah, you will fart in a minute if you keep doing laughing and exercising. I'm thinking on that theme because tomorrow morning Simon and I are in the office, or tomorrow all day Simon and I are in the office on our own. The manners will slip.
Yeah.
It's probably the polite way of putting it.
I like that.
Yeah. I don't know anybody that doesn't like shoulder bridge. It's like, to me, it's an exercise that does everything except your. I mean, you can make it do your arms as well if you wish.
Are we going back up? Or?
Yeah, because you know. Do it. Mm. That's going to be weird when you first start to move. It'll be wobbly. Yeah, but then you get used to it.
I just remembered you did a thing with our feet, didn't you, on these balls? How do I do that? I'm going off piece to Carol.
You are.
You know, we like did the front of our feet, didn't we?
Oh, you mean you just where you stick your toes up on it? Yeah, do it. We've got a spiky ball you can roll on somewhere. I think I can find that. Does that feel nice? That's a good stretch. Mm.
The toes on your left foot can look. You can do that.
So we can do quite a relaxing. The only one other exercise on here is down dog. I'm sure you're going to hate it.
With these.
Yeah. If I show you side on, it's down dog, which is a yoga pose here. And then all we're going to do is come down to hover. You're not going to put your knees down. So it looks like you're in box, but you're not. You've got to hover. And then it's back up to down dog and hover. And because you've got these two pods and you've got to hold them together, you've got to squeeze them. Otherwise they just fall on the floor. Hmm?
I thought we were doing having these in our hands.
No. No. So you're working your inner thighs. Try and squeeze now your heels down to the floor, Janet. Heels down towards the floor, not onto the floor. Only towards the floor. Do you want the hand grips, Hannah? That's it. Ease the feet, the heels down towards the floor. That's it. And then don't hover. It's really hard. Don't do it. So, Hannah, what I want you to do is put the pod in front of you, feet wide, and take it over slowly, touch down and back up. So you're working your knee but not killing it.
So just going over like this.
Mm-hmm. You can go bigger. You don't have to just hover over the pod. You can go higher if you wish. Yeah. And if you've got your foot flexed instead of relaxed, you're working all those muscles below the knee, up into the knee. That's hard, isn't it, Jeff? And it looks so easy. We do that on the paddleboard without the pods. In fact, I'll send you the video.
That wouldn't have been that subtle.
I don't know. They're the worst ones.
Yeah, silent but deadly. So try and place it down, not drop it down. No noise. That's better. That's massive, Janet. Well done.
And this looks innocuous, but you
I know.
really.
I know. And then what happens? The thighs start to ache.
Yeah.
And the core's starting to ache. So
Yeah.
then the hip flexor joins in, and the hip flexor's trying to help you, and it's going, oh, really?
And you sort of end up further and further back.
Till you're lying down. So the next thing for the girls, and Jeff can catch up at any time, is to start with your feet together. And we're just going to rock from side to side. So this is actually loosening off your bum muscles that you're using in the shoulder bridges. And then you can try and go all the way over and relax, seriously. Shouldn't hurt, shouldn't ache. And then bring one leg up and the other leg up. And then off to the other side. Relax. Bring one up and the other up. Now we're going to take the feet really wide so you can do 90-90. So basically I end up with my foot on my own thigh. That's it. And then cross over. So this is the one I do before I get out of bed in the morning. So I'm lying in bed and I'll be doing that. Just makes my back work and my hips work. Because often we blame our lower back for, our lower back is in pain, but it's only in pain because the hips are stiff and they're not doing their bit. So the back has to take on more load. So this should be a stretch. It shouldn't be hard work.
Jeff are going to need to collapse in a minute.
I know.
Carol's not moved an inch.
I don't know how she does that.
I'm putting weight on my hands and not taking my bum off the floor, but just taking less
Oh, I
weight.
see.
That's all.
Yeah, I get you. Stops you shivering.
Mhm. All right, we're going to do a lazy hamstring stretch like you were doing. So legs out in front, tall as you can, flex the feet as best you can, and we're going to support ourselves with our hands. So your hands are in front, and then you're just going to creep forward with the fingertips until you reach that point for you that gives you mild tension. And it will be different today to yesterday. So you should be brilliant at this after doing those down dogs. Should love it. And then after a little while, exhale and maybe go another inch. Maybe. But I've still got a little bit of weight on my hands, so my back is not taking any strain. And then walk using your hands to take the strain to come back up. And then we're going to put our soles of our feet together and hold on to them and just butterfly them. That's a dynamic stretch when you're moving like that. And then now you've got used to it, try and straighten up. That's it. And then relax and just pressure on the elbows. You're not trying to break anything, you're just putting a little bit of pressure. And breathe. And release, bring them together. We're going to come up to standing. However, and wiggle the hips. And the other way. Well, we are going to do that thigh stretch, quad stretch, so you can hold on because the stretch is more important than the balance at this stage of the game. And you can, if you need to, use that on that one side. Yeah, that's.
This is a good.
So bring your knees together, Jeff, to get that stretch in the front. That's it. That's helpful, isn't it, Janet? Doing that. Ping. So this again is developmental stretch at the end of the class, so we hold them all longer. Hang on. And relax. And same on the other leg. Is that one okay, Hannah?
Yeah. It's just
Getting into position first. Yeah.
Can you show us the exercise you do whilst you're standing talking to people in a queue or something?
Huh.
I tried to replicate it during the week and I couldn't
I
get
just stand on one foot and then put.
I do it while I'm cleaning teeth.
it.
Ooh. Good. That means I'm sitting there on your shoulder going.
Always.
Love it. Knack, 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 knack.
I need to get the children involved because the
I
children
think it's
nag me.
encourage.
That's the word. Now let's stand on one leg and we're just going to circle wrists and ankles.
Like if I say to Sylvia, I've got to do this every day,
She'll make you do
because
it.
I forget. This is the problem.
And me.
And then if you
Really?
two see each other doing it, that reminds you as well, doesn't it?
Perhaps I should send you more WhatsApps. Like, oi.
If
One
I bought
word.
One of those bobbly things and had it in my room at work,
What bobbly thing?
I'd see it through.
Oh, bobbly thing. I can't lend you them because when I take them to the class, people need a pair and I haven't got enough pairs, so it works.
I'll keep my eye out.
And then in here, if I see them, I will tell you. I have seen them somewhere. Home B&M Bargains on the way. Ooh, maybe. I'll keep an eye out anyway. They will have been in Aldi or Lidl, but more likely Lidl. Let me see what make they are. Crane. Crane is Aldi. Crivet is Lidl. Okay, shake them off. Let's circle the shoulders. The other way. How do you feel? Yeah.
That's the first time it's affected me here.
Is it?
Yeah. It's been really horrible.
Well, as long as you look after it, it will get better quicker. We're all going to have gripes, always. But as long as you look after them, I didn't turn that off. As long as you look after them,